Final recording. Are you recording? Yes, you are. Indeed, there are a couple of things on my mind that I'd like to talk about today. It's been a while. It's been a week. The last week has been very hectic because I had a deadline for a documentary that I was producing for an organization, and it literally totally stretched me. But I am back again on the roll of this journey, and you're welcome back. So once again, you're welcome back to another amazing, enlightening, insightful, transforming, empowering, inspiring, use your own word, conversation here on TY's Thoughts. And as you can see what the video is called, I just want to talk about a couple of things on my mind, because every day that we engage with life, every day that we engage with people, every day that we do this thing called life, there's so many lessons to learn. And it's been quite a lot in the past 2 weeks. But I'm going to start. Let's just go right into the conversation. You're welcome back to the channel. My name is Oluwatoyin or Oluwafemidara. And like I said, I'm talking about a couple of things on my mind. Many lessons to learn, by the way. I'm going to start from is this even a painting or a drawing? It's right beside me. You might not see it, but I'm going to get it so you see it. That someone gave me during the week, and I was quite wowed. That's like wow, but when we say wow, that's the Nigerian quote and unquote way of saying it by this painting. Let me just get it before I continue. Ta-da! The unveiling. Can you see it, guys? Can you see this beautiful painting? Can you see it? Like, this is amazing. Wow. I'm sure some of you are wondering what is going on here. I did not plan that. I was going to turn, so there's an actual painting on the side, I'll tell you. I was going to turn, the painting. But then I don't know. I didn't even plan that. This wasn't even part of the planned video, but I thought that was interesting. Just some people will be wondering, okay, what's the catch? It's plain white. Oh, God, sometimes you just have to do interesting, pranks in life. This reminds me of the book. How many people read the book, The Emperor's New Clothes? I literally just read that book. I read it when I was young, right? But the depth of that story just hit me last year. I had gone to a friend's house and she was giving out books. So we'll come back to this painting and what is actually on the right side. I had gone to a friend's house and she was moving, long story short. She was giving out books. And The Emperor's New Clothes was one of the books. And I said to her, I'd like to read the story. Because I knew the story, but I couldn't remember what the story was. And it's about, and if you've not read it, go and read it. Powerful story. And it's about this, there are these two guys who said they were designers, and they came to this emperor and said, they make clothes, apparently on a scam. So they kept saying that they were making these very wonderful clothes. But every time that the emperor and his men will go, they did not see anything on the machine. And these people kept saying, can't you see what we're making? Let me put this down for a second. Can't you see what we're making? It's so beautiful, it's so nice, it's so amazing. So the emperor goes and he doesn't see anything. But his men come, and his men are also afraid to say they didn't see anything. So the emperor is thinking, his men are also saying, wow, it's so nice, it's so amazing. So emperor is thinking, I can't say I don't see anything. His men are thinking, we can't say we don't see anything, because emperor too is owing and owing to what is not actually there. These men are actually not making anything. Guys, this book is amazing. Like I said, if you read it as a child, it's a great story, but you might not really get the import of it. Anyways, eventually, these people say they've made clothes for emperor. Remember, no clothing. You really need to read that story if you don't remember it. Emperor wears what is meant to be his amazing new clothes, which is nothing. And emperor begins to parade what is meant to be this amazing clothes. But he's not wearing anything. And everybody is afraid to say you are not wearing anything, because if the next man is saying that is amazing, then the next guy is thinking it must be my eyes, because as far as I'm concerned, the emperor is naked. But if Shola can be saying that is so beautiful, and Dupe can be saying you look amazing, and somebody else is saying you look excellent, then it must really be that. So many times we are really just conforming to society. We see that something is wrong, but you are afraid to say it because everyone around you is saying something else. Some people might have been looking at this painting thinking, okay, there really must be something there, because, I can't see anything. Let's swap. So, ta-da! This is what I wanted to show you guys. This picture was taken at WAFBEC. If you don't know WAFBEC, it's a convention that we do at the Covenant Nation, West Africa Faith Believers Convention. This picture was taken 2022 WAFBEC. This picture was taken in February 2021. So this is like a 1-year gap between these two pictures. Just in case you're wondering why I have short hair, I had a short hair stint from 2020 to 2021, but I'm growing it back, and today I'm just wearing a wig, really. Anyways, so that is this. So these two pictures were taken 1 year apart. Someone has done a very beautiful job of putting them together and giving us as a frame. Lovely. I love it. But when I thought deeper about it, and like I said, we're all used to these things, right? You're used to seeing pictures of people joined together that are not true, or all sorts of things that are not really true. How many things are we looking at in life that are actually not true, but we're allowing these untruths or these situations, I'm going to put this down, to actually color our frame of thinking, to affect our emotions, to affect our feelings, and to affect our lives. So maybe you want to look a certain way, and you've been looking at pictures of some people that they've been enhanced. Their skin is not that amazing. They did not wake up like that in the morning, and you're feeling less of yourself. You'll be shocked at how many people are dealing with depression and self-esteem and identity issues and shaming their bodies because they just don't look like certain people that if you saw them on a good day as they are with everything taking off, you might actually think that you are better. I'm just saying. So there's so many things being presented to us day in, day out via the media or via other channels that are actually not truth. And if we are not careful, and maybe the word is not even just careful, if we're not, it's not even intelligent, if we're not aware enough to be sure that we distill the truth from the fake. And even if we can't, because there are not many things that you can really distill the truth from the fake these days. Fake news is all over the place. Maybe to take things with a pinch of salt and know that right now, in this year that we live and in years to come, you might never really know what the truth is. I like to say that with the way that things are changing, with even human beings these days, when somebody comes and says, oh, I want to marry, you might need to begin to go and check if it's a guy marrying a girl, if the girl was actually born as a girl. Because even sex is changing now from the age of 5 and 6. So by the time you are meeting somebody at 25 and 26, they might be a completely different gender from what they were born as. What really is truth? And how are you and I engaging with the world with the awareness that a lot of things that we are seeing and that we're being fed and that we are allowing to determine the course of our lives? Why? Because the Bible says, guard your heart, for it determines the course of your life. So the things that we are letting in, shaping our perceptions, shaping our judgments, shaping our actions, are determining the course of our lives. You might be building the entire fabric of your life on a fallacy. It's the same way. I haven't personally seen Tinder Swindler. I have not seen it. I think I'm just not ready to engage that film. I know there's been a lot of buzz in the film, but he caught people, from what I have come to understand because I've read about it, based on the fact that he presented this true life that then turned out to be all lies and all fake. And that is exactly what is going on. That there has to be a depth to which we are making decisions. There has to be a depth to which we are judging what is and what is not. And that reminds me of that scripture in the book of Isaiah chapter 11 that says, the Spirit of the Lord God is upon me, the Spirit of wisdom and understanding, the Spirit of counsel and might, the Spirit of knowledge and the fear of the Lord. And he delights in the fear of the Lord, and he does not decide by the seeing of his eyes or by the hearing of his ears. Because at this point in time, we cannot just be trusting what we see, which is why men and women of God, we really need the Spirit of God each and every second of the day. We need the spirit of discernment. We need the spirit of counsel. Someone comes and says, I want to be your business partner. Someone comes and, packages himself or herself. So together, I was watching this Mount Zion film. Is it called Magdalene? Is it that one? Where the scene, I've not even finished watching the film. I've really just not had time to watch a lot of content in the last couple of weeks. But I remember I started the film and, the husband was ranting to the pastor about how his wife was fake, all of these days. That, do you know, sister, I can't remember, maybe I know Sister Magdalene. Sister Magdalene actually has short hair. Pastor said, no, it's a lie. Because Sister Magdalene, everything they've been seeing her, she was in long hair. I don't know if it was black or blonde, one of the two. She had lashes and everything. Man of God never saw Sister Magdalene till after they said, I do. And all of a sudden he wakes up, Sister Magdalene's hair is actually short. There were no lashes. The skin tone, by the time she washed her face, he was darker than he thought. The point, he said, Sister Magdalene has scammed him. I don't know why I'm laughing about this. Because it's a very serious matter. I mean, you can do this to pictures. This is a beautiful, beautiful thing. I mean, I actually like it, but I'm just saying that in life, many things we're seeing like this is actually not how it was. This is beautiful, but this is not how this picture was taken. So it is beautiful, but it is not factual. I didn't plan this video. Like I said, things on my mind, and I have 4 things I want to talk about. Maybe we're just going to stay with this. It's beautiful, but it's not factual. All that glitters is not gold, guys. And we really need to be careful. We really need the Lord to help us because the world is getting crazier by the day. So my question is, what is your basis? What is your standard of truth? And how do you actually determine what is truth? Because sometimes we are not going to see it without the Lord opening our eyes to see. So let us not overlabor that matter, but it is a very, very, very deep thing that is happening. Very deep thing. And we'll be shocked at how on subconscious levels, very subconscious levels, that's the thing, it's not even conscious, on very subconscious levels, we might be building our lives on straw. It is well. Number 2. So, this week, someone, I can't remember whatever week or last week or something, this thing that WhatsApp does, and I love it. So WhatsApp has this 2 options, right? You can have the blue tick where you know that someone has read your message. And then you can also have that thing that shows when last you checked your WhatsApp. All these things I'm saying, I don't know the name. I'm recording with my phone. I was going to check WhatsApp, but I'm recording with my phone today, actually. Anyways, you know what I'm talking about. So you can decide that you don't want people to know that you've read your messages. So you make your tick blanks, whether you've read it or not, people can't tell. And then you can also decide that you don't want people to see when last you checked your WhatsApp message, because sometimes people use that thing for monitoring spirits. And it's not every time you get a message and you really want to respond in that time. But then I remember someone who used to do, she would send you a message and maybe WhatsApp said last opened or last checked 20:50 p.m. And so she has sent you a message since maybe 2 p.m. in the afternoon. And then she goes, but WhatsApp is telling me that you checked your message last at 20:50 p.m. Why have you not responded to my message? I love it. But you know what I love most about that WhatsApp feature is the fact that if you then decide that you want to disable it on your phone, so you don't want people to know when last you opened your chat, or you don't want people to know that you've read their messages, so you don't want the blue tick. It gives you that option on one condition, that if you are disabling it for yourself, then you are also disabling your ability to see it for other people. And I think that is just the height of emotional intelligence. Like, Twilight, whoever thought about it. And why I say it is this, right? Many of us want things or do not want things that we want to put in the lives of others. So it's almost like that thing that says, do unto others as you want done unto you. Many of us would have wanted that feature the other way around, that I can choose to disable it on my phone, but if I disable it on my phone, I still want to see it on someone else's phone. So if I don't want people to know that I have read their messages, I still want to know when people read my messages. If I don't want people to know what time I last checked it, I still want to know what time people last checked it. Life is not like that. Stop it. And take a cue from WhatsApp. Not just videos that they send sometimes. They're like, where did they get this video from again? That's besides the point. That you should be able to give in life only that which you are willing to take. And if you know that you are not willing to take it, then do not give it. Very important. And think about it. We want to treat people shabbily, but we don't want to be treated shabbily. You want to act anyhow. You want to have an attitude. You want to say, oh, but that's how I am. That's who I am. You met me like that. But if it's given back to you in your own coin, you cannot take it. People of God, is that how we're meant to be living? So take a cue from WhatsApp and ask yourself, how many things in life are you doing that if done back to you, you'll be pleased with? If done back to you, you'll be okay. I think that if we made our judgments and our decisions from that standpoint, that this thing that I am doing, this thing that I am saying, this way that I am acting, you are working for someone, you are getting to the office, number one, late. As you are at that office, you are using that data to be watching YouTube or something else. Well, I hope you are not in the office and using your office data to be watching me right now. And then you're acting anyhow. You close and you know that you've not even given your office 20% of your ability. If you were an employer of labor and an employee treated you that way, would it be fair to you? Can you take it? So why are you doing that to somebody else? Please tell me. We have to engage ourselves henceforth from now and say that anything that I am giving, is this something that I am willing and able and desirable to take? And will it be pleasing to me if I take it back? Because we need to begin to have some serious conversations so that rubbish can stop. Think deeply. Are you giving unto others that which you can swallow? Point 3. Like I said, I'm just today sharing some things that have been on my mind, just based on my experiences in the last 2 weeks, which would take me to point 3. Oh, I love point 3. Okay, this one is a very soft, because like I just want to be beating people in this video. No. This one is a very sweet point. So today that I'm recording this video, I was at the album launch for Gaze Baba. For those of you that know Gaze, he's a Christian gospel, I think he calls it Afrofusion artist. I think that's the right thing he calls it, and he's been in the industry, doing music for a long time, but finally a decade after, which is what the title of his album is called, coming out on the 25th. And if you're watching this video after the 25th, you need to go and get that album. I absolutely love the word he used, the vibe.
Follow my flow. I just pray, I dey pray, I dey hope. Baba lókè ọba jẹ́ kí n blow. Fáwọn tí ò bá get it. Oríire lórí ló ń jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. I thank God all the time, on top the line, the sign.
I love the vibe of his music. I think that as Christians, right, you also need a place and that kind of music and those kinds of expressions where you can dance, where you can move your body and you are not thinking that you are dancing to the one you're not meant to be dancing to, and it's not even all this conversation is about the beat, it's not about the lyrics. Leave all that one. Just leave it. Don't dance to anyone. Dance to the one that is playing. Shikena. And I really believe that's what artists like Gaze and several of them out there are doing, which then leads me to what I'm talking about here is just expressions. That as a child of God, many of us are holding our expressions because we feel like, well, for some it's fear, for some it's this is how the music is meant to be. This is how this is meant to be. See, as long as your expression is clean, is right, and is from the Holy Ghost, it might be different from the norm, but it is needed. And this is the season where you want to write a book, you want to do something, feel free to express your gifts and your talents. In fact, this is in front of me. I was in church today, and someone presented me this calendar she has done. I am a sucker for calendars, for hard copy calendars. I love, as you can see, I've already opened it to February 20th, and today says I get my priorities right and I achieve more as a daughter, a wife, and a mother. I love it. So she did this calendar, a 365 days affirmation for women. And she said, her name is Juliana Amune. You can find her on Instagram. And I just loved it. And I just love the fact that, you know what, express your gifts, express your talents. Now, obviously, you do need to have some, minus the creativity, you then need to have some, depending on what it is, maybe some business sense or all those other things. But there's a place for expression. And people should not be afraid to express themselves or express their talents, even if you feel that it is different, or even if you just, have all sorts of fears and doubts, or if you feel that many people are already doing it. And I've talked about this before. Yeah, one of my videos, I'll tag it up here or here. I'm one of the two. That sometimes you're just like, but there are already many painters, but there are already many this. Yes, there are many of those, but there is no you. Like I said, I was very overwhelmed in this last week because of a job that I was doing that could have been done by many other people, but I was called to do it. And I did it in my own way. And the client said it was excellent. There is a uniqueness that you bring. And if God has truly given you that talent to birth, it means that your uniqueness is needed, even if the industry is saturated. And even in the saturation of the industry, according to the Bible in Ezekiel 19 verses 10, you will stand out in the dense foliage. So do not be afraid to express yourself. And my final point for today. I think I'm done. First things first, I'm recording this video at night. So I think I'm consciously trying to be high. So I don't just give you a tired video. But I think with these 3 points of mine, I have been able to convince you and not confuse you that number one, your standard of judging what is truth needs to be checked on a daily, second by second basis, because many things in the world today is not as it seems. Number two, do unto others as you yourself can swallow and receive and accept that is done unto you. And number three, be free. Be unafraid, be bold, be courageous to express that which the Lord has placed in you. At this note, I want to say thank you. Thank you for joining me in what has been quite an interesting video to record in itself. Part of the work of making sure I did this video was based on my 2 last videos, just that consistency of saying I'm going to keep on doing this. About a long week, about a long day, but we move. Until the next one, subscribe, like, share, comment, and just stay amazing, stay fabulous, and stay connected to God. Mwah. God bless you. Bye.